Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mind Matters. I'm Ben.
And I'm Zoey. And before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we talk about everything from celebrity drama to the real stuff going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, like today's topic. Zoey, I gotta say, Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster just made their appearance at the Gotham Awards and the internet is buzzing.
Oh my gosh, I saw the photos. They looked so happy, Ben, like genuinely glowing. But here's the thing, there's a whole backstory here that people are talking about, and it's complicated.
Right? And because it's not just a cute red carpet moment. There's divorce, heartbreak, public scrutiny, and two people trying to move forward while everyone watches. So today, we're unpacking it all.
Exactly. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's talk about Hugh, Sutton, love after loss, and what it's really like to rebuild your life when the whole world has an opinion.
All right, so let's set the stage. December 1st, 2025, the Gotham Awards in New York City. Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster step out together, coordinated in black, looking absolutely radiant.
And can we just say, they looked stunning. Hugh in that sleek black suit, Sutton in a sequin dress, but more than that, they just looked happy. Like genuinely at ease with each other.
Yeah, and that's what caught my attention too, because this isn't just any couple making an appearance. This is two people who've been through very public divorces, dealt with rumors, and are now stepping into the spotlight together.
Right, so let's rewind a bit. Hugh and Sutton were co-stars in the 2022 Broadway revival of The Music Man. They had this amazing chemistry on stage, but at the time, they were both married to other people.
Hugh was married to Deborra-Lee Furness for 27 years. They announced their separation in September 2023, and their divorce was finalized in June of this year. Sutton filed for divorce for her husband, Ted Griffin, in October 2024, after 10 years of marriage.
And here's where it gets emotionally heavy, Ben. There have been whispers, sources claiming that Hugh and Sutton's connection was part of why his marriage ended. Deborra-Lee even made some pretty pointed comments about betrayal.
Yeah, she told the Daily Mail something like, "My heart goes out to everyone who has traversed the traumatic journey of betrayal." That's heavy stuff, Zoey.
It really is. And I think we have to acknowledge the pain here. A 27-year marriage doesn't just end overnight. There are kids involved, 2 adult children in Hugh's case. And when something like this happens, there's grief, confusion, anger.
Absolutely. And from a mental health perspective, divorce is one of the most stressful life events someone can go through. You're not just ending a relationship, you're dismantling a life you built together.
Exactly. And for someone like Hugh, who's been in the public eye for decades, there's this added layer of everyone watching, judging, speculating. That's got to be exhausting.
So let's talk about that. What's it like to go through something so personal, so publicly? Because Hugh and Sutton didn't hide. They were photographed holding hands in January. They made their red carpet debut in October. And now they're at the Gotham Awards looking like they're in love.
I think there's something brave about that, honestly. Like, yes, there's controversy. Yes, people are going to have opinions. But they're also saying this is our life and we're moving forward.
True, but here's the flip side. What about Deborra-Lee? What about Ted Griffin? What about the emotional fallout for everyone involved? Because when you move on publicly like this, it can feel like salt in the wound for the people left behind.
That's a really good point, Ben. And I think that's where the mental health conversation gets really important. Because healing from betrayal, whether you're the one who left or the one who was left, takes time and it's messy.
It is. And you know what? There's no villain here. People grow apart. Feelings change. But that doesn't mean it's not painful for everyone involved.
Right. And I keep thinking about what Deborra-Lee said about believing the universe is working for us, even in adversity. That's a really powerful mindset, Ben. That's resilience.
It really is, because instead of staying stuck in bitterness, she's trying to find meaning in the pain. That's not easy to do, especially when you're processing something as public as this.
So what about Hugh and Sutton? A source told People magazine they're in love and excited to share their future together. The drama is behind them, apparently.
Okay, but is the drama ever really behind you when you're famous? Like, every red carpet appearance is going to come with headlines, think pieces, people bringing up the past.
Fair point, but I also think there's something to be said for choosing happiness despite the noise. Like, yes, people are going to talk, but if you wait for everyone's approval before moving on with your life, you'll be waiting forever.
That's true. And honestly, Zoe, I think that's a lesson for all of us, not just celebrities. Sometimes you have to make choices that other people won't understand or agree with, and that's okay.
Absolutely. And I think what's interesting here is that both Hugh and Sutton are clearly trying to handle this with grace. They're not hiding, but they're also not making a spectacle of it.
Right, like at the Gotham Awards, Hugh was there to be honored for his work in Song Sung Blue, this Neil Diamond biopic he did with Kate Hudson. The focus was on the film, not just the relationship.
And can we talk about that for a second? Because Hugh and Kate are getting the inaugural Gotham musical tribute for their performances. That's huge.
It is, and you know what I love about that? It's a reminder that even in the midst of personal chaos, these people are still doing incredible work. Like, Hugh didn't let his divorce stop him from delivering an amazing performance.
That's resilience, Ben. That's showing up even when your personal life is falling apart. And I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. This idea of compartmentalizing, of putting on a brave face even when you're struggling.
But here's the thing. That can also be exhausting. Like, how much energy does it take to smile for the cameras when you're dealing with heartbreak behind the scenes?
A lot. And I think that's why mental health support is so important, especially for people in the public eye, because the pressure to always be on, to always look happy and put together, that's intense.
So, let's bring it back to the bigger picture. What do you think this story teaches us about love, loss, and moving forward?
I think it teaches us that life is complicated. People aren't perfect. Relationships end, new ones begin, and there's a whole lot of messy stuff in between. But that doesn't mean you can't find happiness again.
Absolutely. And I think it also reminds us to be kind, both to ourselves and to others, because we don't know what anyone's really going through. Hugh might look happy now, but that doesn't erase the pain of ending a 27-year marriage.
Exactly. And Deborra-Lee might sound strong in her interviews, but that doesn't mean she's still not hurting. Healing isn't linear.
That's so true. And you know what? I hope everyone involved, Hugh, Sutton, Deborra-Lee, Ted, finds peace, because at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Agreed. And I hope they all have good support systems, good therapists, and people who remind them that it's okay to not be okay sometimes.
All right, Zoe, final thoughts before we wrap this up.
Just this. Love is messy, life is complicated, and sometimes the best thing you can do is keep moving forward even when it's hard.
I love it. All right, folks, that's our deep dive into Hugh and Sutton's Gotham Awards appearance and everything surrounding it.
So what do you think? Are you team Hugh and Sutton? Do you feel for Deborra-Lee? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We actually read them.
And if you made it this far, you're a real one. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode.
Next time, we're diving into another juicy topic that's got everyone talking. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
And thanks for hanging out with us today. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and take care of your mental health.
See you next time, everyone.
Peace out.